Hi. So about 8 months ago, I had some riders in my car, a husband and wife, and I was taking them from our downtown San Diego area to one of our beach areas where they had an Airbnb. And as I was going, I noticed off the freeway, down on a surface street, there was lots of police lights, a fire truck, and like four cop cars. And I was like, I told my passengers, I'm like, ooh, I hope one of my future rides brings me back into that area. I'm a nosy Rosie. I would like very much to see what's going on over there. And so, honest to goodness, I dropped them off. I get another call. I look, another ride request. I look and I'm like, oh, it's taking me over there. And it's in our Old Town area. And I was like, ooh, suki, I'm going to have to drive past there. That's going to be awesome. I hope no one's hurt. But I'm interested to see what's going on. So I get there and where I needed to get to the corner, because it was not an address, it was just the intersection of Blada and Blada. And so as I get there, I couldn't get there because the police officers and the fire truck had it blocked. But they were surrounded around this black SUV, and there's this guy on his knees with his hands cuffed behind his back. And kind of a big, not fat, but just a goofy looking white guy. And so I'm like, okay, so I gotta find a way around it. And so I found a way around. I got to the corner, and these two girls hop up off the ground. They were like sitting crisscross applesauce on the corner, like on the ground, on the corner, on the sidewalk. And I was like, hey, hi, I'm Yvonne. They're like, oh, I don't know, whatever their name was. And they get in my car and they proceed to tell me what had been going on. And what had been going on was this. Dude. Okay, so they are visiting from LA, the LA area. And they were at a Bevmo, which, if you're not familiar, it's just a big beer and alcohol and wine place. Like all the things you could imagine for alcohol. And they ran into this guy at like the beer case. They were all looking at beers or whiskeys, or I don't know what they were looking at. And they started flirting with this guy, and this guy was flirting back, and he was particularly flirting with this one lady, and one of the two. And so they get in the car with him, and they make their purchases. They get in the car, and they're supposed to be going somewhere for some party or maybe a bar for an event, a concert, or somebody DJing or something. I forget precisely what they said. Really doesn't matter, because what really does matter is that instead of going where they said they were going to be going, where the guy said that, hey, I'm going to take you to the blah 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 place, they went all over town, and he would not let them out of the car, and he was drinking while he was driving, and he was swerving and changing lanes erratically and running stoplights, and they're terrified. They're trying to figure out a way out of their vehicle. He realizes that if he stops the car, they're going to jump. They're going to go for it. So he gets on the freeway and stays on it and starts heading south. And they almost go into Mexico. Like kidnapping internationally. Like it's got to be some kind of special. That's like all the kinds of wrong. And they're screaming and they're yelling and they're like, look, and because somehow he had gotten their phones or something, and they were like, just give us our phones back and we won't tell anyone. Just let us out of the car. It'll be fine and whatever. Guy says no. So I guess one of the girl, while the guy's driving, gets her phone back, calls 911. He was in a big 3-row vehicle, so she jumps all the way to the back row. So he's driving. Got a girl in the middle row and a girl in the far back row. Girl in the far back row is on the phone calling the cops. High-speed chase. Guy gets off the freeway, turns around, goes north on the freeway, ends up getting off the freeway at like the Old Town area and gets pulled over. And they take the girl's statement, and then they call a Lyft to take them back to their Airbnb, which was, dude, only like a block from where I'd previously dropped off the husband and wife team. And I wanted to go like, bunk, 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 bunk. hey, husband and wife team, you want to know what happened? Because that's crazy. That's nuts. First of all, don't be picking up people in Bevmo. Not the best place to pick people up at. Secondly, don't be kidnapping people, Mr. Man. Wow. It's one of the stories that have stuck with me, and there are other riders, and I've shared this before, that I think about them quite a bit. And like these two girls, I'm like, did we learn anything? Have we changed anything? You know, all that kind of stuff. Like, what's really going on? And yeah, so crazy, right? Crazy. Well, thanks very much for watching our videos. If you've made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. Share our channel with any of your friends who you think might enjoy our lift stories. And I hope you're having a blessed day, and take care of yourself.